shut off a main road
Yeah,
that could have
yeah,
helped people because she didn't want people going through her
through her
land.
shit.
That
Yeah.
she ain't even that maybe 7, 8 months out the year. You can't
Hey
make it
man,
up, man.
let's get into it, man. We live and direct.
Well,
We
let's
got the
do it,
squad
man.
back. Let's
Let's
handle it.
do it. What's up?
Oh shit. Mm.
What's up? What you got the tie dye 3 PMD?
Yes, sir.
Oh
Yeah, you
yeah.
getting the
Yeah,
Cheech and
Yeah, I
Chong.
knew wasn't nobody buying that motherfucker.
not me, baby. I said, oh,
That don't sit right on my
147
skin.
year sentence. Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
147. Um,
Deaf
you know,
doctor colonoscopy. Rotten bastard.
fake
Fake
death.
death to avoid child support.
Damn.
No faith woman suing hospital claiming it lost her daughter's body for a year. Judge has child handcuffed on school trip. Simone Biles' biological mother and sister. Mom made me act special needs. Yeah, we got to rap about this here, man.
Yeah. That's a common. I know a couple folks who did that practice back home, but yeah, we get into
Yeah,
it.
because they
We
used to
into
get
it.
a mother's
And
money.
benefits. Yeah,
Yeah.
get those special need benefits. An
We
extra
gonna rap
800.
about it. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So what's up? What we got?
Get into this knucklehead who got sentenced to life. You know.
Yeah, let's get it, man. Oh, yeah, I'm back. I know. No extended intro. Let's get it. Hey, good for this dude, man. 147 years. So to all this watching, man, this gentleman here got upset because he could not buy fast food
With
with them narcotics.
Yeah. What you
It's
mean? I gave you 5 Percocets. You give me 5 nuggets, nigga.
right. Pour it in my hand for a dub. So he started waving his gun around. We'll come to find out once he left there, he went somewhere else and started waving his gun. So once he got picked up, they arrested him, and apparently he had they charged him with seven attempted murder, 7 cases of attempted murder, as well as many other things. And they said, you know what, just throw the book away. And actually, the 147-year sentence was apparently light because all the charges that this gentleman racked up totaled 400 years.
God dang. Fam, do you think they just, like you said, they threw the book at him, but was this overstacking or
I
was it
don't think so.
appropriate? You think
I
it's
think
appropriate?
I think it was appropriate.
Yeah.
Seven. Listen, you're nuts if you try to buy McNuggets with McHeron. You trying to get you trying to buy filet of fish sandwiches with purple tops, baby. You nuts. You crazy. But on top of that, listen, man. I think the thing that stuck out to me was the 7 murder attempts, man. Eventually, he's going to succeed at that. Eventually, he's going to succeed, and he's a habitual offender. Nah, they ain't stacking nothing on this cat. He right where he need to be, in my opinion.
147. Good God.
Right. What you got, Miss Kiki?
I thought it was funny because I'm just like, so what was the conversation like? Hey, I got these dubs. That's like $20 worth. Let me get that. Like,
yeah. What do you think he was selling? What was he was trying to barter? What do you think he was bartering? Like what drug in particular? What do you think?
I would want to say like weed maybe, or I was thinking like weed or something. Cause you ain't, if you're a crackhead, you ain't bargaining. You ain't giving your crack up for no food.
Good point, Miss Kiki. Great
you feel
point.
what I'm saying? I'm like, ain't no
Great
way.
point. Yeah.
But
he was trying to get away with some shake. Yeah, take this shake and give me a shake.
Do I think that 147 was overdoing it? I think he needs to be away because there's got to be something mental because he did not just do that one. Like he said, he did it to other people.
He was terrorizing folks.
Yeah.
Oh man,
and he could have killed them. You know what I mean? At the end of the day.
Yeah.
What you think? What you think? He,
a lot of years though.
Was using or trying to barter. Oh man.
Shit, he was using that fucking Bible. That's what he was doing.
Wow.
Um, anytime you running around, with dope in the car, a
What?
gun, and a Bible, and you licking all shots at people, man. Yeah, it's in the shit. He was talking about, he talking to God and all kind of other shit. Now he got 147 years to talk to that nigga, one on one. Obviously, like,
Damn.
this shit doesn't make any
Okay.
sense, man. But I think 147 years is a long ass time.
That's what I'm saying.
I think 25
God
with an
damn.
L,
That's
man,
a
is you
lot.
all right.
Shit.
You can do 25 with an L,
Maybe he needs some head. Like,
but I
we'll
don't
see.
know,
So
man.
he got to be
He
gone.
needs some help. He don't need
Yeah.
jail. That nigga needs some help.
No,
Yeah,
you can't help that.
Wow.
I'm tired of that liberal. Listen, man.
Wow. Wow. Just gonna
Listen.
label it. Okay. Go ahead, man.
Let me say this, man. Listen.
He's like,
California gotta be California. I'm gonna say Northern California gotta be one of the places with some of the senseless cats. So you got people out here fighting, right? You got people fighting for police justice, police reform, for rights, you know what I'm saying, for black and whoever else. You got people out here fighting to make sure that everybody else is getting treated fairly, right? So now that a lot of these cops can quit because they felt that, I think I could be wrong. I think some of them got defunded up here. But now that these cops, a lot of them aren't working, these police staffs are underformed. Now that they got, for instance, the Alameda County DA, her name is Pamela Price. I think she gave up somebody who murdered a cop like 15 years. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who got a kid, who murdered a kid, who killed a kid. She's trying to plead him out. She's not giving anybody any legitimate time. Her excuse is, well, the justice system over penalizes people, and we do not give the justice system does not give people a proper opportunity to reform themselves. Well, then there's a guy who's like a serial kid rapist. She's trying to cut his sentence down. My point is, are at one of the easiest, this is one of the easiest points in history for people to get away with something. And what's happening? You got flash mobs running into these stores and stealing. You got people getting robbed left and right in Oakland. Like, Oakland is bad. Like, Oakland, we don't even like it. There's things to do. We like, nah, we ain't even going to eat there, because if you stop your car at a stoplight, they got they got the little window punches. They call it bipping. They just banging out the windows, and they going in your car with you sitting in there. They want you to get out because it's another cat coming. My point is, man, you got people that's out here fighting, and you got people that's like, oh, they just made it easier for us. Instead of trying to act like normal, no, man, give that cat 147 years. Let's make America great again. Give him 147 years. He attempted to kill 7 people, and he may not get it on the 8th attempt, but the 9th or 10th attempt, yeah, let's give him 147 years, and let's build this wall, baby.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
Build this wall.
That is a lot. 100. Yeah.
Fuck right here. God dang.
I don't care.
You didn't hit all the
This
talking
nigga done turned
points.
into
He
Hodge
back.
twins.
Yeah.
Damn good show. Damn. Yeah, they call me both of them. Damn good show.
God dang.
Hey, I didn't call him the
Boy.
N-word or nothing. Damn good show.
None of that. None of that. Good Lord.
Get this
boy.
hey,
We
get,
still got 2 more hours of this podcast. It'll happen.
yeah, get this cat out of here, baby.
Man,
Get him
the
out of
numbers
here.
is gonna be crazy. nigga.
Yep,
Like,
we
man,
gonna make
need him back.
Yep.
Need him
He back. He back. we gonna. I'm about to buy a MAGA hat and put 3 PMD on it. Yeah, man.
Oh God.
No, man. Listen. For real, man. Like, you really got stomp down activists, man, out here trying to make sure that our people are being treated fairly. Got people taking advantage of that. and pissing in the face of the people who are actually out there fighting. And they just going out here doing things because they feel like there's no repercussions, or they feel like the punishment is not going to be that severe. For instance, if you steal anything, well, he just changed the law, Gavin Newsom. If you steal anything under $950 here, it's not considered a felony. They pretty much catch and release with that. But now I think he changed the law to where if you steal something for 500 and you do it again and you get caught over somewhere else, then they can add it together, right? And so to make you get the felony. At some point, we got to stop playing with people, man. People got to start acting like human beings. Like if it had just been a situation where he tried to buy food with narcotics, I would have been like, all right, this dude is stupid. I think my thing is the 7 attempted murders. Because what if he tries to, harm Miss Kiki or somebody else, somebody that we know? What if he tries to harm somebody that just somebody loves, period, and he actually succeeds at that? Then we're going to be looking back like, hey, man, we knew this dude had issues. We knew that he was capable of this type of thing. And now give him 147. He'll be all right. He'll have some time left when he get out.
What we need is what's that new prison? I think it's over in South America where they said the only way you leave is feet first. Like once you go there, I think is it El Salvador or whatever, just super prison. And
one of them
they got these cats, they got them
yeah.
nothing but boxers, and they have them walking hunched over all the time or whatever. And it's like thousands of these dudes in this damn super max prison.
Yep.
And it was like, if you get convicted and go to this prison, you're never leaving. There is no 147. It's when your heart stops. When your heart stops, that's when you go home.
It looks like you talking about that one where they showed
El Salvador is a safe place.
They showed them.
Is it El Salvador?
I think it's El Salvador.
Yeah.
Because it's like the walls,
Yeah,
like the walls.
You can't see shit. Yeah, you can't see shit. They don't let you see nothing. They have you move a certain way so you don't even know where the fuck you going. That's why they always have them walking with their heads down. You don't know what's left, what's right. You just follow this dude's ass.
And the cells are huge.
Yeah.
Like in the walls, it's like one big tray, and they give them a mat.
Yeah. Follow this dude's ass.
Yeah, follow this dude's ass. Exactly.
But Kiki, no, you got to see it, Miss Kiki.
Look this shit up. It's gangster as hell. It would scare anybody straight.
Yeah.
So they said pretty much if you get sentenced here, that's it. It's a death sentence.
And it's for the worst. It's usually those gang members out there, man, that they sending over here now.
Yeah, but they trying to clean up their shit and was like, fuck this. We going, ain't no sentence and whatever. If you get convicted, you know what time it is. You're never coming home. You're never coming home. Don't ask nobody put no shit on your books because we just gonna keep it. You get what you get, and that's it. You get a pair of boxers. That's it.
Anything that come in the mail for you, we gonna divvy it up.
Pretty much. I ain't never seen no shit like that, but I saw them.
I saw that.
Thousands of dudes. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. They are not playing. I'm talking bare bones. You get what you get. That's it. The only way out, feet first.
Yep.
So I get it. I hear your pain, man. Like I said, they start doing shit like that, like especially repeat offenders.
Yeah,
bro, we gave you a shot. You're done. You don't get out no more.
And to everybody, man, look, I read the article because I said, man, I got to see what this is because 147 years, man, for some narcotic. That's ridiculous. But when they said 7 murder attempts, that and I think it was some other heinous things in there. This cat was. It was a
menace.
Man.
It was a menace. Mm-hmm. Get him off the street, but I just that number, bro. God, damn,
I just feel like that number
bodies don't do that. That kind of
molesters should get that. Anybody
Absolutely.
Kid, get that 147 no matter what. You shouldn't be touching no fucking kid, man.
Absolutely, I'm with you.
Period.
A hundo.
He's gone, and now he got to watch out for that Glock Dookie, and he'll be all right.
Hey, have y'all seen that viral video going on where it's this one gang member and he's like, as soon as I get a cellmate, I slide him a knife and I take a knife. I say, hey man, we gonna knife fight for that booty.
Yeah, light skinned dude. I saw that shit. Yeah, I saw it earlier today.
Was he serious?
Yeah.
It's dead ass serious.
Probably
dead serious. Like,
that's crazy.
Volunteering information now. Like nobody knew what happened in that cell.
Right.
Hey, I'm sticking you during the instructions.
They was fighting for the booty.
What's this for? We gonna knife fight for that?
Yeah, fuck that knife. As soon as I get in there, I'm eating all that processed shit, and I will be getting my Glock Dookie up. I have a few of them some bitches stashed around my damn cellar.
All that process shit.
Go ahead, Mo.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
exactly. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Get you right in the motherfucking mouth.
Yep.
You need a pepper.
Yeah. Hey, for real. You throw some shit on somebody, that's gonna back them up. Hey, listen.
Keep an ass full of shit.
Think it. Keep Miss Kiki.
You throw some shit on the prison rapist that's gonna back him up.
If you hit him in the mouth,
might turn him on.
If you hit him in the mouth, listen. You ever step in dog doodle, Cuddy?
That shit might turn him on. I'm saying.
You ever step in dog doodle, Miss Kiki?
Man, I stepped in human shit.
They might have a shit fetish. They might have a shit fetish. Put some of that corn on my dick, baby.
Oh, all right.
I used to work on an ambulance. I've stepped in human
Kiki
shit.
killed it. Kiki killed it. Go ahead, man. Kiki killed it. I ain't got nothing left. Man. Go ahead.
Hey.
Oh, fuck.
When I was doing cable, I swear for Jesus, man, I was crawling in the attic, man, and I came across a human-sized piece of doodle. And I said, either they crawling up here and taking the shit, or whatever this animal is, I'm getting out. I'm getting out. Yeah. I'm getting out of here.
Raccoon eating good. God,
eating good.
Oh man, that's an image of human-sized shit in the attic.
Yeah. Oh man, look, I backed out real quick. Because one cat, the first thing you do when you open up an attic or you go under a house is you look for the eyes, man.
Yeah.
It might have been a snake, because I seen a snake turd. If it's a big snake, they turds be like kind of thick.
Go ahead, man. Roll out.
It could have been.
Roll out. Come on, man. Hit that button, man. Hit that button.
Hit that button.
Tonight. Hit that button, man. Hit that switch. This was funny, but it's funny until you realize this shit could happen.
Shit ought to be a horror movie, man.
Yeah, and it did happen. I had to read this damn thing twice, man. This fucking doctor. Lawsuit's coming. Lawsuit coming.
Who found the picture for this shit?
You know who found it.
You know who found it. So apparently this doctor who actually started practicing in the 80s, just to let you know how old he is, he decided to do his colonoscopy without his hearing aids. And apparently he's done this a few times. And while he was doing the colonoscopy, he couldn't hear the guy screaming because the guy wasn't fully sedated. According to hospital regulations, if somebody isn't fully sedated and they start screaming or they make you aware, you're supposed to stop immediately. Well, because he couldn't hear it, he kept snaking on me. Come on, Ed.
That motherfucker was banging him out with that scope.
Oh my God, man. Could you imagine trying to run? You ain't got no pants on. This dude is ramming this thing up your ass.
I got a question because when I read it, I was just like, okay, had that been me, unless you were sedated, was you like were you on paralysis? Like, was you paralyzed? Because I'd have been moving my ass and all type of shit.
I think a lot of these people that's like half sedated, I seen something on it. I think they're conscious, but they can't move.
Oh.
Now he could scream, which right, he could scream. I don't think he was that, you know what I mean? But he could feel it and he was awake. And homie just kept going deeper
until he ran out of string.
Right, deeper.
You know that got hurt. He was knee deep.
Yeah. I'm a grown man, and this dude won't stop ramming me, man. It's gonna be some furniture moving, bro. I'm like, dude, they're gonna come in, they're gonna see this thing hanging out my ass while I'm stomping on this old ass deaf dude. You know, like, man, what the fuck? Y'all know this motherfucker ain't have his ears in. Okay.
Now look, did you hear about the previous what is it? The previous procedure, he let the tech do it.
And they wasn't licensed.
Right. The one techs, they can't. They're not licensed to do it. He
Right.
let the guy do half of it, and then he took over and still couldn't hear.
Oh my God.
It's time to.
Hey, you be my ears and my hands.
God.
Right.
Right. That is just a nightmare situation, man. That's like revoke his license and sit grandpa down, man. He's done.
Right. No,
He's done,
somebody need to colonoscopy his ass because he knew what he was doing to me. I think he knew what he was doing.
I think so too. I think he just don't give a shit. He's like, man, I don't give a fuck. Man.
Why wouldn't you put your shit in? Like, that just don't make sense. If you're doing a major procedure like that, why wouldn't you have your shit in knowing you deaf? You need to hear.
No, he probably
Right.
like, well, shit. You know, they got him under, anesthetics or whatever. So he's out. So I should be cool. I don't need that. You know, I could just go in there and I left my joints in the car. I'll be all right. I'm gonna go ahead and get this procedure done. Then I go put my hearing
So
aids
you
in.
mean to tell me that he was just that ass deep? Like, I'm trying to think of the procedure. Like, okay, I'm in your ass and I got screens because it's gonna be screens, right? I'm in your ass.
That's what he said, Miss Kiki.
Yeah, because you in his ass.
That's what he said.
You looking at the screen. You mean to tell me you can't? I don't know. It just
Why is the camera wiggling?
That part. Like, did you clench your? I don't know. I guess
my thing is when you're doing stuff like that,
the intestines and shit.
Yeah, when you snaking up in there, you can fuck around and nick something.
Yeah, you can punch something.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, dude, if he's screaming and you sitting there looking at all this and all of a sudden the camera go red, motherfucker, stop.
Yeah, you done perforated this cat's bowel.
Stop.
This cat's septic because you can't hear.
Man.
Damn.
That's just, I mean, because
if you're going to leave your earplugs at home or your hearing aids at home.
Yeah, I just don't understand why he would do that because
you need to do it from the front.
He needs to hear.
He a gangster, Kiki. He a gangster.
Clearly, he wasn't trying to hear that ass.
None of that.
None
of that.
I'm sorry.
Like, man, fuck that. I don't, like, I've been doing this since the 80s, bro. I know what I'm doing. I know my way around these parts. Watch this.
Right.
I can do this shit with my eyes closed.
Yeah, I know that dude who got jammed up was like, I'm doing Cologuard for here on out. I ain't fucking with no colonoscopy no more. I'm cool. I ain't doing that shit. And that's my fear, man. They saying they coming up with newer techniques where they can actually, instead of doing this, they could use your blood. They could actually, it's just as accurate, almost as accurate as a colonoscopy by tracing out your blood.
What age are we supposed to get that done, big bro?
With us, start at 45. With us, with black men, we are at the top of the food chain of that shit.
I got another year.
I just want to let y'all know. Look at the ears of that.
If you had a pager back in the day, it's time to get
ask him, can he hear
exactly.
You?
Yeah. Dude, ask your doctor about Cologuard first before you go do that. Because colonoscopy is supposed to be at 50, but when you turn 45, tell them you want the cup.
And
do that, because I did that like a couple years ago, and I was, at first I was like, man, this shit is disgusting. But then I see shit like this, it was like, I do that all day. Because you got a window like almost an hour to get your ass from the toilet to the UPS store.
So I thought it was 2 fingers. How did he get to the camera?
So he's shitting in cups.
No, 2 fingers is the prostate.
Oh, it's the okay.
This is the colonoscopy.
This is the inside.
Okay.
See if you got any polyps and all that fun stuff.
God bless him. God bless him. I got a scope. They stuck the camera down my wingo.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
No pain. But I was like, bro, you like chose this, but God bless him, because somebody got to look in there.
Yeah.
I couldn't hold meats all day.
I can't hold meats and I can't smell, because if you put it in, you got to pull it out.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So I hats off to those doctors who wear their hearing aids and
right.
I can hold meat all day. You hear me? Give me that meat.
Miss Kiki, the procedure, we 15 minutes in and you ain't done nothing yet.
She's like, nah, don't give him no anesthesia. I want him to feel this. Come here. Come here.
Miss Kiki ain't doing no surgeries on nobody under 10 inches. Miss Kiki don't care.
No, get him out of here.
How
Get him outta
long?
here.
No, get him out of here.
Get him out of here.
I care about people, certain people.
You sick? I can't hold that dick.
Nah, it's a scab on it. Get this dick out of here.
Oh man,
It's got,
what this man been doing? What he been
got-
doing, man?
this is a cold sore on it.
Damn.
Ouch.
There's a peppercorn on it.
It's a
Man, look. Yeah, man.
Man, that's gonna be horrible though.
Hey, man. Hey, to the guy. Hey, man. We ain't laughing at your pain. We laughing at the doctor's stupidity, man. Shout
That
out
part.
to you, man. Hope you landed on your feet, brother.
Yeah. I hope you got paid
Yeah,
I hope
about
you
to
got
get
paid for
paid.
this.
Yeah,
for this
Yeah.
traumatic
Your name is
incident.
just Twan.
right.
Man,
After
would
that,
you- that's cold. God, that's cold.
That make me want to go sell some ass.
used to be the Don Juan. Now your name is just Juan.
Damn.
All right, old man.
Man,
This dude, man.
my man hacked into the death registry.
I thought this
And
cat
made
was black. I ain't gonna
himself
lie.
Me too. Oh God.
I was like, I thought this cat was black.
Nah, not at all, son. Not at all, man. He's a hacker, and yeah, he got into to avoid paying child support. Man, he was like, yeah, I'm dead. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm dead to both of them. I'm dead.
yeah. Listen, man. That look, man. That child support ruins a lot of dudes.
Definitely.
But I'm gonna say this: if you had the talent to do that,
Go ahead, speak on it, fam.
you know what I'm
Speak on
saying? Like,
Speak on it, fam.
you could go out and make enough money to the point where that little child support ain't hurting your pockets.
Mm-hmm.
Also, this fool was trying to sell other people. He was hacking a lot of other death registries, and he was trying to sell people's information on the dark web. Once again, if you could play around on the dark web, because you gotta have some skill to be able to do certain things on there.
Mm-hmm.
You could do some other stuff to make yourself some money, man, to pay that child support. But I mean, he don't look like he all there anyway.
Right. He looked like the dude who got the 147 a little bit, but
Yeah.
just with different skin.
Shitty.
You know.
Hey,
He looked like the guy that got the colonoscopy.
Right.
Where them eyes is open.
The camera's still there the way the eyes look.
Oh shit.
You're like, yeah, I'm a little dead inside after that colonoscopy. Yeah.
The camera, part of the camera's still in there. Hey,
Ouch.
so he got 6 years, which was, sufficient. I mean, at first I said, you know what, that's a lot of time for a nonviolent offense, but at the same time, now you're trying to sell everybody else, other people's information.
Yeah, I didn't think it was long enough because it's only 85% of that.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree 100%. Like, at some point, man, we got to make this hurt, man. We got to make this hurt. Like, brother, first of all, if I don't know, man. I feel like women got options, men need options, but at the same time, if you lay down with that woman and you risk, having a child, getting a disease, whatever, you need to be responsible for that. So hacking into a system to kill yourself, you know what I mean?
The death registry. Let's get specific with it, bro.
yeah.
I mean, God, dude, you took yourself off the board.
Right. He used another doctor's name from out of state. And I just feel like, listen, man, bruh, you could have used your skills. You could have went into the register. You could have went into the child support database and made your payment $50 a month.
Anything, man. Anything but catching a felony, man.
Yeah,
Damn.
brother. Yeah.
If fuck
You
them
made-
kids was a person.
There you
Exactly.
go.
You made a bad situation worse, man. And I mean, in the worst way. Like, then just think if you actually want to have a relationship with this kid. Now, this is out there. When the kid Google their father,
Yeah.
you know, your dad rather be dead than deal with your ass.
Right.
He faked his own death to not mess with you and your mama. Okay.
I wish I knew how much the child support, how much they was taking from him, so I could just like, was it even worth doing all this extra shit? You
Miss
know what I'm
Kiki
saying?
looking at
Oh,
this
it's worth
dude.
doing that extra shit.
That child support.
It's worth doing that extra shit. These women use child support as a fucking weapon, bro.
I
And
get
they
it.
will go, like in Ohio, they'll take a quarter of your, pre-taxed income.
God dang. Did you
Yeah,
hear the word
for one
pre-tax,
kid.
folks?
Pre-tax.
Pre-tax.
Yeah.
And I think,
including all your overtime and all that shit.
but
Oh,
I think, yeah. And I think the thing that's significant about what he's saying is, let's look at, Tyreese, man. A lot of us thought this dude was just, whining and crying all the time. But when you break it down, this broad is going back for more money on him. I think he
Man,
already
Tyreese a
pays
bitch, though.
$30,000, huh?
Tyrese a bitch. I
he,
can't stand
he
Tyrese.
never like he never liked Tyrese Henry. So he one of
Tyrese
those.
was cool.
He,
I like
he
Tyrese.
feel
Black
Tyrese should
There's
get
men,
what
something
he
about
get
black
that
because
men
guy.
he don't
cry.
like he don't
No,
like him.
I dig
I wish
Tyrese,
Melvin
man.
would have choked his ass to death.
Yeah,
See,
I think he a talented dude, man. Some of the
Yes,
stuff
he
is
is.
over. Some of the stuff is way over the top that he does.
yeah,
But he is extremely talented, man. But you really don't. Aside from his antics, you never hear about this cat being involved in anything that's stupid. But when he's got this new Breakfast Club interview that's out right now, and I'm not going to get into it because I assume that that's part of what we're talking about this evening. But the girl went back again, like, if let's just say she's getting 10,000 a month for the kid, which is low for an entertainer on that side of the game. Because Holly Berry is out 30,000, and that dude went back on her. That cat
yeah.
went back on her, and I'm like, bruh. So
Mm-hmm.
she's paying Gabrielle Aubrey, who he got more money, and now she paying the other dude that whooped on the cat, Gabrielle Aubrey. But my thing is, if 10,000, let's say 10,000, that's more than enough for the other parent to contribute to take care of that child. It's like, at what point does
That's
the
way more than
custodial,
enough.
right? Like, what does the custodial parent have to provide? The custodial parent is not supposed to be taken care of. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to alleviate some of the weight. Like, all right, when you're in the military, you get a stipend for, if you have children, a wife, or a family member. That money is not for them per se. It is to make that soldier's life easier, because they know that responsibility, that fiduciary responsibility, is going to be stressful. This thing where you can go back, no, and
It's crazy.
I don't know. Yeah, I
I
don't know
saw a
why.
situation with excuse me, bro.
No, you good, bro.
With that comedian Earthquake. He said he paid his child support off early.
Yeah,
And old girl tried to come back, and he was like, "No, I went to the state, and they said the state that you live in, this is how much I'm gonna have to pay from birth till 18."
yeah,
And he constantly like made double payments here and there, and to the point where the child support was paid off by the time the kid was like 16 or 17. And then old girl tried to come back. He was like, "I'm
but
done. I hit that number. I hit the number. I paid into it. I'm done. That's it. You can't get anything from me."
and
the state was satisfied.
she lost her mind when he wouldn't give her anything extra. Now, look at 50 Cent. 50 did the
Yeah.
same exact
Same
thing.
shit.
He
put the
paid
money
it
in
off
the
early.
account. Yeah, he put it in an account. Like, here you go. And it kind of made him more money because he put a lump sum in, and the interest
Right.
kept gaining. So it wasn't like he was paying extra child support. It was paying for itself, because the
Yeah.
big lump sum he put into that account started gaining interest, and it ended up helping him in the long run by just knocking it out early. That's why he
And
had that song,
feel
"Have
bad.
a Baby by Me and Become a Millionaire."
Right.
It's greed. It's straight greed.
Yeah.
And because it doesn't take that much to even like care for your child. And then if we want to keep it 1,000, if you broke up, it's half on you and half on him. You feel me?
Should
And
Right.
vice versa. You know what I'm
Should
saying?
be.
Like real talk. Like, and then like, what's up with co-parenting? Because at the end of the day, when you start paying it, when you pay all that, that makes that person dependent on your money. Don't want to go get shit, because why would you? You got 10 G's coming in.
There you go. And
That's
again,
taking care of you, your home, all the extracurricular stuff. 10 G's.
and my thing
Yeah,
is when
tax
you
free.
hear a lot of women, when you hear them talk, oh, I got this to take care of, I got that to take care of.
No, you
Well,
don't.
But
well,
how many times though? How many
but this,
times you
But
got to buy a
here's
pair of shoes and get your nails and stuff done? How many times? That's spousal support. That ain't child support. That's two different things. Go
but
ahead.
this is the.
I
Go ahead.
guarantee you with the 10 when they said 10 G's, whoever or whatever they're giving them a month, they heard that and they immediately started spending it on themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like
There you go.
immediately.
Yeah,
And
car
then
note.
that's the thing when they need more. Now they need more because now they done upgraded how they was living because of with the money coming in. You ain't got to upgrade the way you was living. Raise your child how you was gonna raise your child, and I bet you none of that money went to their future.
And this is the thing.
None of that money
Yeah.
went to their future. You need to
70,
put that could
70
pay for their college.
75% of what they say, like, I gotta have a place to stay, I gotta have food, and you like, well, you gotta have that whether you had a kid or not anyway. So, like, what are you talking about? Listen, I met this white young lady when I was in, once again, doing cable in Texas. And she was in school and I was installing her internet. And she told me, she started telling me a little bit about her story. And she said that, her mom had a little soiree with some cat. Well, the dude didn't want to know his daughter. He made it clear that he didn't want to know her. She said, and that hurt. She said, however, he paid that child support faithfully. She said that the mother never spent a dime of it. She put it in an account. It built interest. She said her mother always said, this money is not for me. This money is for you. And with that money that she accrued, that's how she paid her whole way through school. And whatever was left over was the young lady's. So it paid for her tuition, all her needs. It paid for her apartment to go on trip, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And she was using it responsibly. But you just don't hear those stories. Like these women that keep going. What's the girl that just got pregnant by the young cat? She's 40 something. He's 20 something.
Oh, the same age as her son. The what you call it? Yeah.
Right. Real pretty girl. But
Yeah.
come on, man. It's like this is a racket.
Mm-hmm.
So now she's taken care of again till she's 60. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty
Till
much.
she's 60.
She got an insurance policy in her belly.
Right, your whole life, and if these cats are smart, once it happens once, just leave it alone, man. Don't keep having these babies all over the place. Cause what's his name? Terrell Owens. He was on there whining like, "Oh, I can't pay all of these women." Well, brother, you should have thought about it. You know how the
Right.
system is rigged, man.
He
You should have
trusted.
thought
He
about that before
trusted the
you ran up
wrong.
in them busting nuts in them.
I watched his reality show. He fucked around and trusted like his financial advisor. He was trying to get in contact with him, and the numbers were going to, hey, this line no longer exists, shit like that, and motherfucker just crying like I can't get in touch with my money. They
See?
robbed the bank. He gave cats credit cards and was like, you hold on to it, take care of what I need to get taken care of, and he ended up finding out his homeboy ripped him off for like a cool meal, easy,
See?
because he gave him access. He was just irresponsible. Basically with just his funds. It wasn't a child support. It was his management team. He just was too trusting. That's what ended up fucking him up. But he's okay now. He's bouncing back. He got shit going for him right now.
Good.
He's good.
All right. Yeah, man. Hey, man. Shout out to this dude, man. But
Damn.
I'm shocked that no one ever brings this up during election time. Like this, and it's usually men that get raked over the coals. We starting to
part.
see it happen with
That
women
part.
now. But like, man, you would think this would be, hey, man, y'all got to do something about these,
Yeah,
these.
you want my vote? You better start, restructuring this damn child support payment, man, and see and get a legit, like it don't go to nobody but to an account that's just for the kid. The kid,
Right.
if they need it, you go into it and you can get whatever funds you need. But I'm sorry, an itemized account of what the money goes to.
Absolutely.
If a dude's dropping $10,000, I want to know where each and every penny goes. That's all. Do something as simple as that. And also mandatory DNA.
Oh, I was just about to say that.
There you go. There should be mandatory.
No matter what. I don't give a damn if you're married. Mandatory DNA should be on the ballot.
As soon as that baby pop his head out and go, it should be a Q-tip swab in his mouth.
And if she gets mad at you because you want a DNA, that should push you to get a DNA.
Yeah.
It should be mandatory no
I'm
matter.
gonna tell you like this, and I'm a woman. If somebody say, "Hey, can I get a test?" You can, because I know for a fact that you're the father.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I didn't know for a fact, that's when I start shaking in my boots.
There you go.
Nobody should get offended.
I don't understand why females get offended. Like, I know where my pussy been. I know he don't know where your pussy been though.
Right.
Exactly.
Let me tell you something. Ricky Smiley had. Oh, go ahead, Cuddy.
No, I tell you right now, the mandatory thing ain't never gonna happen. And I'll tell you why. It's because once they got a dude on the hook, the government takes a portion of that child support payment. So if they can't get a person on the hook because that guy didn't match up with that baby, the state loses out on money. And that ain't never gonna happen.
Processing fees.
And I'm gonna tell you something, man. This is why I don't feel bad. You got all these women screaming, "They taking our rights away. It's our body." What rights do men have? So once a man comes in you, he has no rights to his DNA anymore. That's a bunch of BS, man. A woman, they can get rid of that kid without even consulting you. You understand what I'm saying? And it's ridiculous. You got guys that make it plain. Listen, man, we just having some fun, baby. I ain't trying to be nobody's daddy. No, you on the hook for this, and I'm gonna keep coming back for money every little. No, so. It's exactly what he said, man. It's another racket, and they get money. We don't know where this money goes, but
And I just want to say that shit go both ways, because even when like you could be chilling with a man, and it's like, hey, we ain't having no kids, we just fucking, don't nut in me, don't XYZ, and then the man is sitting up there telling you, oh, I want you to have my baby. No,
I agree with that.
So then if something happens and I was to get pregnant, I had to go take care of what I had to take care of, it shouldn't be no problem. You know what I'm saying? But then at the same token, I just think that if both parties should be taking care of business, because they got plan Bs, they got condoms. That Poulet gang, y'all know some of y'all dicks can't handle it. You get stuck in there.
You're too comfortable. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? If an accident happened, I get
like
it.
A wet Posturepedic.
And I'm not being rude towards the men, because I get it. That's your seed. You know what I'm saying? You might be like, I want it. So you know what I'm saying? And then the same thing, like, it's kind of hard for a woman who accidentally get pregnant, and it's hard for a woman to go and handle that, because she doesn't want to kill something that's growing in her body. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's so many different ways. That's why you need to handle your business. If what happens, y'all just got to have that conversation. Like, well, what if?
No,
ain't nobody having those conversations though.
I'm with you. It's the dudes that ultimately, more often than not, let me say it like that, they get stuck in these situations. You know what I mean? You got dudes that want to be. Listen, man, I'm not gonna put his name out, but he didn't answer the question the way a woman wanted. You know what I'm saying? She didn't even let him know that she was pregnant. But she told him later on that she got an abortion. Never told him she was pregnant. And he was like, "Why would you do that? Like, you didn't even have a conversation with me. Well, you said this. Like, what? Like, some things. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. So, either way, man. Hey, more power to dude. I hope you land on your feet, player. And
like my man said, you know what happens when you leave a hot dog in the microwave too long?
Yeah.
That's all I got.
All I got.
Hey, and just if you have a baby, get ready to pay. And sometimes it takes knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Do your research on what it takes for you to pay less. Don't go to jail like this dude here.
Yeah, don't fake your death.
Hey,
man, don't fake your death, baby. What we got?
We need to start making some liquid Plan B. That's all I got to say, man.
Go, man. Don't you
pour that shit in the woman's mouth while she's sleeping.
See, you treading. There you go.
Hey.
Oh my God, I gotta stop breathing for a second. You might even got sleep apnea.
Make that shit a patch, like a nicotine patch. Put that bitch.
As soon as you go to sleep.
Plan B smoothies. Yeah.
Set your alarm. Wake up and pull it off.
Good job, Ma. Good job.
Good job, Mama. My arm itching.
Like, go while you smacking their ass, just smack it on there.
Oh, see,
Something bit you. Something bit you. Why you itching? Something bit me too. Look, I got bit too.
Something bit me too. God
I
damn.
think you need to call the Orkin man.
Oh,
Your house nasty.
got the itchy bed.
You want to say that when you was fucking me? Right.
Left the
House
window
clean
open,
as a
mosquito
whistle.
Bit my ass.
Hey, any of y'all ever been in a babe's house so nasty y'all couldn't do it?
Ooh.
Yeah, what D Ray said? Talk about, he came home and the chick was like, take your shoes off. He was like, look at your fucking dirty ass carpet. I ain't taking my
Right.
shoes off. Yeah.
Man, in Washington, man, the cleanest place was the bathroom. And I
Ooh.
couldn't do it.
Ooh.
I can't do it.
This is a turnoff, man. This is a nasty
I'm gonna
female.
tell you now, if her
Yeah.
bathroom was fucked up,
Yeah, she.
what you walked into, if it was fucked up, she cleaned that up. But
Or
she's
her
so
car.
nasty, she ain't think. You look at the bottom of that toilet. That's how you know if you gotta clean
You look
it.
at a woman's shoes. You look at a woman's car.
Yeah.
You could tell a lot about
Ooh, don't
like
judge
that's
me
the
by
last
my
thing.
car sometimes.
That's the last thing you put on your body is your damn shoes, and they look like shit kickers. Yeah, get
I mean,
going.
hey,
Nasty.
my brother was trying to smash this young lady in Colorado, and he was like, man, he said this house, her apartment was so nasty, bro. He was like, and then he was like, man, I was trying to get to it, man, but the dog, he said, I went to go get back in the bed, and the dog vomited on the bed. And I said, well, what you do? He said, well, she gonna wipe the vomit off. I said, you got in the bed, didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he
Yeah.
did.
But he
Yeah,
still
he did.
didn't get it, right? So look, when I got stationed in Colorado, I said, man, I got to see what this be like. So I hit the
See,
thing
oh my
on Black
God.
Planet. Man, I got over there. I was tiptoeing in sneakers. That mother, she had a pork chop bone on the floor. The apartment was nasty. Nasty.
How do you stay hard
The
under
fact
those
that you went
circumstances?
after
man, 'cause-
somebody told you.
Yeah,
No.
that part, man.
Regular
That's
man in
nasty.
the two boxes.
Yeah, that's nasty.
I didn't believe it. I had to see. Oh, I ain't smashed. Me and homegirl, well, she was cool, but come to find out, I think she was diverting pills or something from her job. But yeah, man, that motherfucker was nasty.
I had a partner who said it wasn't the house, it was her personal hygiene.
Oh,
He said he pulled the pants down, and pretty much when he
Oh.
pulled her panties down, it smelled like it would sound like Velcro.
Oh,
And she was like, and yeah,
Pulling off a
that face
Band-Aid.
came out, and
yeah.
she was like, "You mind if we crack a window?" It was that bad where she said, "You mind if we crack a window?" He cracked the window, and he still cracked that night. I was like, "You fucking nasty."
Right?
You
He
just
nasty.
Oh
He
my
nasty.
God.
He
He
still
ran
smashed.
up in some disease.
Let me tell you something. I
When
smelled
she
something
said
so
crack a
bad.
window, come on, man. I was like, "Oh, you still smash?" He was like, "Yeah, man. She was naked, and it was." I was like,
That's what you
"All
thought.
right."
Listen, man, I met this girl in the club. I was drunk, and when she got to the B's, she was not as fine as I thought.
You
Man,
had the
she didn't.
goggles on, son. You had the
She
goggles
didn't.
on.
She didn't make it past the day room because we all started playing spades, and all I could smell was
Day
fish
room?
fillets.
Yeah,
Man, that
Yeah.
that monkey smelled so bad.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah. That's what. So
listen.
you talk about the houses. I was like, I got more
Infection.
stories about girls who
Yeah, I'm
got
gonna
that
say that, like-
smell, and it's
Like for real,
yeah.
if there's a discharge, I'm going to tell you guys that there's a disease.
The
If it's
nose.
I'm
nose,
married now. I ain't
yellow-
got to worry about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
none of
yellow, green.
None-
If there's a
none of that,
smell, if
Kiki.
there's an infection,
None of that.
Tell the viewers.
STD.
Yeah, yeah.
Jesus.
Get that PSA. Get that PSA because
I just need
Yeah.
for y'all
Hey,
to
what's
know,
what's
like,
that? What's that fish market on the north side?
Galaxy.
Oh shit, Galaxy.
It might
That
be.
place
It was
is off
another
the
one
hook.
over there.
If you can walk in front of, if a blind man can walk in front of you and take a whiff and say, good morning, ladies," you don't need to
Damn.
fuck her.
If it smell like that fish restaurant that used to be across from Kenny's old barbershop, yeah, you don't want to. They had some good tiger shrimp.
Oh,
God,
yeah.
dog. That
They had
place
some
was
good
fire. Yeah, they had some
Dang.
good fish.
There's
Yeah.
another
Not-
place there too. So it's
Y'all
still
been transitioned to actually dinner. See, stop that. We're
Yeah.
not doing that. We're not doing that, man. Y'all nasty as hell. We can't make that kind
Talking
of
about bad
transition.
pussy
That's
and
sick.
good fish.
What we got?
We ain't doing that, man. We are not doing that.
Dang.
Oh,
He
that's
cracked, but
nasty.
here's the thing: he cracked the window and still cracked her. That's a
He
problem.
still-
Nah, that's a
He still
trifling
smashed.
matter.
We
Like,
still
Wait a
cause
minute, hold
even
on.
cracking
What?
the- even cracking the-
Wait. In defense of
What's
this guy, what if he was halfway through?
What do you mean
That's when the
halfway
smell
through?
come out.
No, he
Nah,
smelled it
you
from the beginning.
busted it out.
No, that wasn't the case, bro. It was pull down the jeans, and with the pull down the panties, and the noise came out, and she was like, "You mind if we crack a window?" And I was like, "You still hit?" He was like, "Yeah." She said, "Crack a window."
The noise.
Listen, you can. That's
Yeah.
pus. You can.
I definitely agree because I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
You can smell it before the panties, but once them panties come down,
it just filled up the room to the point where it needed to go somewhere. And she was like, "You mind if we crack a window?"
Yeah, if she ain't clean or got an infection, when them panties come down, the Titan is getting unleashed. It's a move.
It's called stagnant water.
I don't know if women deal with the same thing, but a stanky
There's swamp
snapper
ass
is
and swamp snatch. Yeah, and I think
that's
she had
snatch.
the case for that. And
Snatch you.
Here's the thing, though. Like she before anybody smell your pussy, you gonna smell it yourself.
she was the one who recommended, "Can we crack a window, Miss Kiki?" She know.
But Miss Kiki, you clean. You clean. Some people don't know they fucking. Some people don't know they feet stink. You ever see a motherfucker walk around with his shoes off, and you be like, "God damn!" And you be like,
"What the fuck is that?"
"You smell that?" You like, "Yeah, it's you, motherfucker." I ain't supposed to be cussing like this on here.
And breath.
Man,
Same thing. They do.
Okay, so
why
y'all,
do you
breath.
always got something to say when your breath got chronic halitosis? Shut the fuck up,
hey.
man.
And if you don't know about your breath, listen, it's this test you do. Lick your hand and smell it. If it's
that worked. My wife be like, lick your wrist. That shit worked one time too. I was like, oh. Let me tell you something. My wife was telling me she gets somebody she know. I'm just gonna keep it vague like that.
Please, yes.
Please.
Protect the guilty. Go ahead.
She said, man, I love her. She said, but her breath smells so goddamn bad. I try to only talk to her with my back facing her. And you can still smell.
Gotta stay downwind.
I had a partner I carpool with, and every morning, like 5:30, he wanna, "Oh dog, I can't stand this motherfucking job." I'm like, "Dude, I can't stand your breath." And I'm over here not saying nothing, like with the double mint. Here you go. This motherfucker took it and put it in his pocket. I just put the seat.
What is a nice way to do that, though? You know what I'm saying? What is a nice way to do that? Because in my head, I'd be like, you got to know that it stank. You know
so you break out the gum and you start chewing it first, and you be, "Hey, you want a piece, yo?" "Yeah, I'll take one." "No, you don't want it now."
When you give it to your homie and he take it away, like, "Yeah, man, after I eat my lunch." No, nigga, now, please, now.
This is your lunch.
One at lunch, man. Now. Fuck.
I keep a pack just for you and some Altoids.
I think I quit the job because of that. Yeah.
Them spearmint ones, not the cinnamon. The cinnamon like candy. I'm gonna get you these strong motherfuckers that burn your tongue.
They might have something wrong with their gut health or something. I don't know.
Yeah, eat this out.
Just don't brush his teeth right. Like, nigga, what are you doing? Just hitting your lips? What are you doing with the toothbrush?
Eat this out.
Your lips.
eat this Altoid and this Sour Patch Kids so it can get down in your tongue.
Shit, his girlfriend told him to crack a window. He ate that pussy. That's what happened.
See, next.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he
next.
did.
I don't
Next.
want to think about that because the smell and her telling him, "I think we need to crack a window." Diabolical.
Yeah. And she looked him in his eye too.
Like, I
your
think
frosted lips.
What you mean? You think we need to? You smell that? Like you
smell that.
You smell that shit. If I smell it,
even
you
with
smell
the
it.
lights off, sauce. Even with the lights off, you can still smell it, man.
It's three of us in here.
My light just died and shit.
Yeah, it did. It was telling you to stop with that foolishness, man. Stop.
Oh, man.
That's what it's doing, man.
I gotta get
Some
around
brownout, California brownouts.
That's it. That's all it is, man. And rolling blackouts.
Yeah, that part. Get this bright
Sure.
motherfucker out of my face.
Make sure that AC is still on. That's all.
Man, look, I'm about to buy a power station, man. You know, you gotta be.
Nice.
I'm about to get on my prepper shit, man.
Nice. Nice.
Give me one of them Anchor Solix joints.
hmm
All right, what we got next?
Oh man, this shit.
That's a crazy
I-
ass story.
Yeah, I find them and yeah, I think try to see if we could do something with it. This shit was just the hospital, another lawsuit. What the fuck?
It
are y'all
wasn't the
thinking?
daughter; it was the woman.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So a woman who was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes when she was 10 checked herself into a hospital because she was having a diabetic episode. This was on, I want to say, April 6, 2023. She let her mother know, I think it was the 10th. She talked to her mother on the 10th. Her mother was informed, her family was informed that she checked herself out. They searched for this woman. They searched. They talked to homeless people. They went to what's the places, man? They went to oh god, man, I'm drawing a blank right
Was
now.
it shelters?
They went to shelters. They put up flyers.
Police stations.
Come to
Everywhere.
find out that she was at that. She never left the hospital. She was there for 361 days, frozen.
Yeah.
And the mother didn't find out until April. No, she didn't find out until like April 6, 2020, April 3rd of 2024 that her daughter was dead.
Never left the hospital.
Never
And
left the hospital.
They can't even do an autopsy because of the decomp on the body.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a fucked up situation, man. I think it was a bunch of epic failures on a whole bunch of levels.
On the
Right.
family too.
Yeah,
Because my thing is this:
Yeah.
if my mother or my family member called me and they said I'm checking out the hospital, or I'm on my way to the hospital, I'm going up there
Somebody.
with my member. I'm going up there
Yeah.
with my family member to see what's going on.
Yep.
There's no way I would not have known what was going on with my child.
Right.
over a year. They say she checked out, but yet don't nobody know
361
where she
days
at.
afterwards.
Yeah.
That's when you found the body. But my thing is that day,
Yeah.
if I'm busy within within 20 minutes, there's no way.
Right. Absolutely.
There's no way. And then
That's
when
what I
people,
said.
no, there's no way. Especially, I don't know. It's something just don't seem right on their end
And
or the hospital.
the
end.
hospital. Yep.
Maybe you're not keeping it real. Maybe your family ain't as tight as you think it is. Or y'all need to keep it real because something ain't making sense.
That doesn't make sense.
No, you're 100% right, Miss Kiki. And I didn't even think about that when I initially read the story. But yeah, man, they're suing the hospital, but it's like, how much did you all really care? Most of the time when our family members go to the hospital,
Somebody showing up.
right, we in
Somebody.
rotation, right? Because
Yeah,
they
somebody
try
showing
not
up.
to. Yeah, somebody showing up because they only let 2-3 at a time.
Right.
And so somebody's going to be there, especially nowadays. When I work security in a hospital, most people tell you they're up there to make sure that their family members are being treated properly.
Yeah, exactly.
So how did the rock get fumbled with the family? And let me just say this: it reminds me of Sandra Bland in the sense that before the incident, before that unfortunate interaction between her and the police officer, she had been calling her family because she needed money. She needed, she just needed to talk to somebody. And they were kind of like playing her to the left. And then when things happened, the sister was like, she knew she could have called me if she needed something. And it was like, she had been calling you. So it's like, this is a big, this was an adult woman. So maybe the mother's a little older, you know what I mean? But still, you know what I'm saying? If something happened to any one of y'all, You know what I'm saying? Especially them two brothers up there who made that long trip down to DC to come check me out. Listen, I'm trying to figure the fuck out what's going on. The Cuddy was like, "Hey man, I'm got to take this long trip to California." I said, "Hey man, that's a dangerous trip. When we leaving?" He was like, "What you talking about?" "Hey man, I'm going with you." I said, "I ain't working. Stop by and get me." We did this twice. I'm like, "You're not doing this by yourself. I don't give a fuck." He was like, "Are you serious?" Hey, Holiday Road,
Slide.
man. And we was on the road.
Yeah,
You know,
slide.
that's how you are for the people that you care about. You know what I mean? Uh, um, even when big brother Ed Astaire, went on his hiatus. I say, just let him know if anything he needs, whatever he needs, he ain't even got to speak. Just let him know I got him. So the fact that your family member who has a medical condition, type 1 diabetes, is a serious thing.
Thank you.
Checks into the hospital.
Since 12 years old.
There you go. They had a diabetes. Where were you?
And you in town. You in town. Your family's in town. Ain't nobody flying in. They in town. And they're like, "Oh, she checked out. Okay, then we'll holler at her. What, Christmas?
Wait.
Easter? When was you gonna check in to make sure she got home straight?"
Wait, you're telling me she checked out. You mean to tell me you didn't kill that phone?
Yeah.
Well, Miss
Where
Kiki,
are you?
Miss Kiki, you know damn well you ain't killing no phone. You going up there.
See?
I'm just saying, even at the lowest point, it just doesn't make sense around. I'm going up there. Especially, oh my God, if that's my child.
I don't think they're gonna win this lawsuit. I don't think they're gonna.
No, they're not. They don't need to.
It's gonna be like, "Look, man, what happened, and nobody claimed the body."
There you go.
Nobody claimed the body.
I think the hospital gonna lose out.
Can I say something?
You think they're gonna lose?
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, man. Come on. Even if, let's say even if they fucked up the paperwork somewhere, because that's what happened.
Yeah,
this woman died in the hospital. They put her body in the back of the refrigerator, and the hospital claims that they ain't clean out the fridge for a whole fucking year, and then they didn't pronounce her dead until the end of the year.
Got it.
It's spells cover up. That's just like cleanliness in itself. Like, how the fuck do you lose a body in a hospital? In a morgue? Like these bodies ain't getting shuffled around. You know how much freezer space you got,
right? No, go ahead.
It's
how don't you
like
call
they're concealing a crime.
How don't you call the emergency contact hospital? You know what I'm saying? It's just so many it's so many holes in the story that I just need so many answers to. You know what I'm saying? It's just I don't get it. And then it was one part in the goddamn article that said they even went to homeless people to see. Why are you going to homeless people to check for your child?
Yeah,
it's not making sense.
Well, I think they said because she checked out, but again, if you know your child and you know that they don't have a history of mental illness and that they have a place where they lie their heads, why would you? Again, you're right. Why would you be out talking to homeless people? But I think they were trying to it was like a last ditch effort thing. They were trying to cover all bases. But again, where were you at? The Cuddy's right, man. There was 361 days. Where was the why did it take that long to do a death certificate? Because the death certificate. Go ahead. No, go ahead, Cuddy. No.
No, I was saying I could see why they would go out and start searching homeless shelters and shit. I mean, because diabetic emergencies seem like mental illness or intoxication. So if this woman was in a diabetic emergency and she wandered out of the hospital, she's gonna end up on Skid Row somewhere.
Okay.
So that's what I'm thinking. It's like she's not gonna have the mental capacity to hop on a bus, call an Uber, make it home. She's gonna wander the streets until she either collapses from low blood sugar or gets picked up.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but it's just like you said, man. The hospital had a body just sitting in there for however 361 days, and then like, oh shit, we don't have a death certificate on that. Hey man, sign this paperwork. Let's clear this body. And it's like y'all, and also they told the family she checked out. False.
Yeah.
False.
They also said, now this is where, I do think they can win the lawsuit because they were very negligent, the hospital, because they had 2 reports. They said that the young lady took the whatever she had, what do you call it, the intervene
The
out of her
intravenous line, yeah.
line. They said that she snatched it out, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then another report says that the nurse took it out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot of
conflicting stories. Yeah,
it's a lot of. It's like, what do you believe?
yeah, man. I mean, either way, look, I feel for the family. You know, they lost somebody. I mean, you know, it's easier for us to say certain things, but again, certain things kind of are common sense when your people are sick and in need of help. Real quick before we move on, though, did y'all hear about the lady who went to get the BBL in Turkey and she died, and they sent her body back with the brain, heart, and kidneys missing and intestines?
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
They took what they wanted after the fact. They were like, she ain't gonna need this.
Yeah, you can take this ass. We're gonna take your heart. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, we'll send home a BBL corpse, you know, and yeah, y'all can have that, but we're gonna need these organs.
Right.
Shit, that might have been a plan the whole time.
That part.
Because some of that shit
part
ain't viable if you don't store it right. You know.
Yep.
That's what you got to pull it and run with it. You know, you OJ running through the airport with that fucking kidney.
Yeah, you remember Steve Martin, Man with Two Brains? Yeah,
right. I'm like, if you've seen the Midnight Express, why are you going to Turkey?
See, my man. See the movie buff. Yes, sir.
Yep.
What was Midnight Express?
You don't remember the cat was over there smuggling heroin, man, and he ended up in that prison. Where they was beating his feet, and he turned into a sweetness, and he found the Turkish what's his name, booty warrior over there. It was messed up, and all these years later, the Turkish government like it was a bad portrayal of Turkey.
Shit,
it was a true story. Yeah,
shit. I've been to Turkey. Turkey's fucked up.
Booty warrior.
I don't never want to go back to Turkey.
No, I ain't trying to go to that. I know some Turkish, but I ain't going to Turkey.
I'm going to Turkey. We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
See,
right?
See, I want no
we got.
We got old man. You want some of this, old man? No. Yeah. This judge,
baby
man,
girl goes on a field trip.
Come on, man. You talk about abuse of power. This dude need to be stripped of all shit. He need to be like bust down the maintenance inside the courtroom. Because this was, come on, man. You don't do nothing like that to a young lady.
And if you that emotional, you shouldn't be wearing no gown anyway. For real.
He need his ass whooped, man.
He need that. He need his ass whooped, and he need to be stripped.
Right.
All duties. He should not be a judge. Shit, he shouldn't even be a lawyer.
So a young girl who was on a field trip to a courtroom fell asleep. The judge who broadcast his courtroom proceedings on YouTube took offense to the fact that the young lady fell asleep. He warned her once, and she fell asleep again. So he told her, this was the snake, the snake shit about it. He said, hey, go to the bathroom, grab some water, throw some water on your face. And then when the young lady came back, when she returned, she was greeted by a bailiff who made her come into another room, handcuffed her, and made her change her clothes. And handcuffed her.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a young girl with the exemplary grades, who wants to be a cardiothoracic surgeon. This asshole took it upon himself to do this to this young girl. Which guys got?
And broadcasted. He stripped her of her clothes that she came in and put her in jail garb.
Right.
Handcuffed her, and then proceeded to have her do a mock trial.
Right.
And may I please just put this in there? And it wasn't a real trial going on when she was sleeping.
Right.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
And if you want to teach a child something, because he tried to say it was her attitude, or even if she did fall asleep in your courtroom, which we all know that's not how you act, but this child is coming to a court, then if you want to teach her a lesson, hey, wake her up, tell her to wait outside until we're done. She won't have no, you know what I'm
There
saying?
you
That's how
go.
you handle that.
Exactly. Exactly.
Right.
You don't get to see what goes on in the courtroom
You
if you
don't get
can't
to
stay awake.
handcuff my black baby,
Uh-huh.
first of all, who's a
Hmm.
good student, and then have her strip, have her take her clothes off. And I don't know if y'all ever went to jail, but when you go to jail, they make you get all the way naked in front of the people and standing
Mhm.
and wipe a little piece of soap on you and all that extra shit. I hope they make her do all that.
So how many violations do you think this dude committed in
Well,
this?
They said he didn't.
no, he's in trouble because now he's suspended right now. But the fact that it wasn't an official court proceeding is the reason why he doesn't get
Mm,
immunity. He only would
okay.
have immunity if it was an official court proceeding. Um, Whether or not he gets removed from the bench, we don't know. It should happen, but for now he's suspended. He can't try any court cases. But it's just like what the I'm a curse now. Like what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
What would make you think that that was okay to do to somebody else's child? And see, then if somebody approaches him and whoops his motherfucking ass, and I mean, but good, because I'm a fan of that. If somebody whoops his motherfucking ass, you
Right.
know what I'm saying? Or okay, for instance. What about that brother whose daughter was being bullied? And he was like, yeah, I kept, my daughter talked to the little girl. I talked to her dad. The little girl kept bullying my daughter, so me and my brothers beat his ass.
Yeah.
And
Beat
hey,
the dad's ass in front of the daughter to let
right.
him know like there's consequences. You want to fuck with my daughter? I'm gonna beat your daddy's ass. Every time you put your hands on my daughter, I'm gonna beat your daddy's ass.
You see what I'm saying? So my thing is, it's people out there that's not playing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
at some point, man, ain't even at some point. We as adults have to be more responsible. Especially you, a brother, man. Like, how do you think that what respect do you think that you were gonna garner from this young lady from embarrassing her like that? You
Mhm.
don't know if she was doing fucking homework all night. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what her home life is like. She may not have the best home life. She may not be
And she
eating
didn't.
properly.
She
Any
didn't.
huh? Go ahead.
She
Go ahead,
did.
Miss Kiki.
She did, and they said in the article, and that's what the lady was saying. She was like, I guess what he was saying to her, like you need to go home and go to sleep. The baby was tired because they were in between homes, so she didn't have a bed to
You
sleep
see what
in,
I'm saying?
and
You
that's
see
what
what I'm
she was
saying?
trying to tell her. And then she was saying all this stuff, so she was humiliated because she knows she didn't have no home. They were in between homes and everything, so that's why I was just like. And his reasoning was, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to keep these kids from coming in front of me. Like that was the wrong way to teach her that.
You
That was the right
traumatized her.
that was the right way to
Right.
teach her more about being scared because she's a black child who listens to police officers killing her people every goddamn day.
But let me say this, I'm gonna cuss some more. That was some bully shit. Because I
Yeah.
guarantee
Yeah.
you he wouldn't have did that to nobody's white daughter.
You better
And
say it.
there's
You know what I'm saying?
and there is the rub. Go ahead, fam.
And y'all, whoever's listening, because we got listeners of all, colors, creeds, and all different walks of life. You can say it's the race car, whatever. But I'm going to say this: this shit does not happen to white children, and it shouldn't. It fucking shouldn't. But it damn sure shouldn't be happening to our babies, any Asian babies, any Hispanic babies. It shouldn't happen to anybody's children. And the
No
fact
baby.
that you did this to this young girl, like, so this is my thing. You got the bully pulpit in this courtroom. It's
Yep.
being televised on YouTube. We don't know if it could be somebody, that's the head of admissions is watching this. She might go
Ah,
That's
to
what
a
she said.
right.
yeah.
She may go to apply for school one day, and somebody pulls this up, and they say, "Hey, what were you in? This prison guard for? Why were you handcuffed? This judge is saying that you had a bad attitude. Yeah, I don't think that you'd be the right fit for this school. That's some bully shit, man. It's not on you to teach motherfucking teach her, about man. That's her parents. The girl fell asleep. So fucking what? This shit happens, man. That's some bully shit, man. That dude, I don't know what this judge's name is. I ain't gonna read the article again, but this motherfucker's a sucker for that. And I hope you see this, you punk motherfucker. You's a sucker. That's wrong, man. You don't do that to no baby, boy or girl. That was wrong, man. And whatever
It was
happens, Whatever happened, first of all, he needs to be removed from the bench. But just like he publicly embarrassed this young lady, there needs to be a sincere public fucking apology, not some written bullshit. He needs to be made to stand in front of TV fucking cameras and apologize to that young lady, and she need to get cashed out.
Go back to
And the
YouTube.
good thing is,
Right.
and that's why, just to piggyback on what you were saying, that's why they didn't say the young girl's name, because she is a stellar student. She's on top of her game. She
And
knows
she's a
what
minor, yeah.
and she's only 15 years old. And they was like, because she's a
Come
minor,
on.
and that, like what you said with the emissions and everything, that's why they didn't want her name released in this, so that they can't look back at this article or however big it gets, so that it stop her from getting into Yale
Right.
or wherever the young lady wants to go.
Yeah, but regardless of if she was one of those kids who ride the short bus, or or one that's on the dean's list or whatever, she shouldn't. No child should have to go through anything like that, especially the whole ordeal of getting booked. Talk about you thinking you teaching the kid a lesson in what? Fear. Because that's what he's just trying to inflict that on this young lady, and I hope they break his ass all the way down to where he can't practice no type of law, any type of thing anywhere, man. Like I said, he's next thing you see him, driving a bus. No disrespect to bus drivers, but yeah, man, he shouldn't be in no type of leadership or power, no sense of power of authority over anybody anymore. He should be disbarred, done. Oh man, what you got?
I pretty much fuck this dude. He's been black a long time. He knows what black people have been through, and to subject this girl to this treatment when she did nothing wrong is fucked up. It's sadistic. And kind of fits with the occupation that he's taken up, that sadistic shit. So yeah, man, him and down there, everybody in that fucking profession are all the fucking same. You sit there and you can throw motherfuckers under the jail for nothing.
They playing God.
Yeah, to a power trip. That's all. Certified power trip. And hopefully he gets up out. Hopefully they get him up out of there for something like this, because Lord knows what he's done to people.
Yeah, it's you. You need me to send you the link? Yeah, we might have sent him a link. He got booted. He got booted
out. See that rolling power outage. Back in.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I just think that there's it takes a certain type of person to be a judge, and usually it ain't the best qualities in a person. It's shocking now that we can turn on YouTube or something and see a decent judge give common sense solutions to people's problems. Like we put those people on a pedestal, and it's a rarity. But this type of behavior is kind of what judges do. It's just fucked up.
They take it, some of them take it personal. Like, dude, stick to the law. I don't give a fuck if you don't like him, but did he, does the sentence fit what the crime is? Don't go off of personal experiences, because how many times we heard, "Oh, you remind me of my grandson."
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, hold on, man, come on, man, you can't do that, and and have that on the record. You said that shit. Like, I don't want him, to ruin his, his future. We don't gonna send him to probation. That dude who raped that chick in college, because old boy reminded him of his grandson. I don't want to ruin his future, so I'm gonna send you to probation. You get dudes who on the power trip. So yeah, I'm cool on that, man. Like I said, man, I put this up on the docket so that we could break them down a little bit. And dude was just foul all the way foul for this.
Yeah, something needs to happen
And the
to him.
fact that
And what's that?
the fact that he just doesn't see that it's wrong, that's the part that really make me boil, man, because it's just like you don't see nothing wrong with it.
It's so
These
many
dudes
people
get
in
a
that.
God complex, man.
Yeah, they're in that position. They feel they above the law. Like I make and break the law. I could do whatever I want. We got that's politics 101. A lot of folks getting that. You know, we could go on and on about that. How folks get in there and they lose their fucking mind. But yeah, this dude should lose his gig behind this definitely because we only knows how many times he done fucked over somebody legit. You know, doing their thing in court. You know, in a normal session.
Wow.
Right.
This was some mock. This was mock. You know, this wasn't even a real trial. This is a field trip. You didn't, you know, what you call it? You didn't traumatize this kid on a fucking field trip.
Yeah, it's foul, man. Real foul. Man, this dude's having some
again,
serious issues, man.
Back what
his
Saul
internet
said.
must have-
What if this young lady had a father, an active father?
And wanted to act the ass.
See what I'm saying? That part. Like I need to go talk to him. Yeah, I just want to talk to him.
Because my baby fell asleep. Boy, bad.
So unnecessary, but
Usually you get in trouble for being too loud in court, even when there is something going on.
Right. And not even paying attention to her circumstance. You know, that alone, but like, you know what, just let her ride out. She ain't bothering nobody. You know, like you said, she ain't making no noise. She in the corner, knock the hell out. I'm sure you got other folks who come in there just to beat the heat or the cold. They go into court and watch a session and just go to sleep. You know, when you ain't locking them up. What's going on with Sauce, man?
He's still trying to come back in. I don't know.
Let's go ahead and punch the last one, man.
He's loading.
Oh shit! Yeah, this was his.
Yeah,
punch in,
yeah. Wait for him to come back.
Yeah, I wasn't even up on this, man. Yeah, we still got the other one. Okay.
See, there's no doubt in my mind as her mother. Look at the hair.
Yeah, I was just about to say the hair.
Wow. Yeah, fuck that. Look at the smile. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess that's her
crazy.
mom. You know, I don't know what the scenario is. I guess he was saying that the mom was trying to come back into their lives after, you know, she didn't meddle and did all the greatness. Sauce, my man. Perfect.
God damn, I don't
Explain
know
this one. Explain this one because you just said we got to talk about it, but there was no article. Go for it.
Oh, okay, my bad, man. I figured y'all knew. So you know Simone Biles, you know the goat of women's gymnastics. Her mom, who how do I say this? Her mom, who
bio mom,
I'm trying to say this the right way. She kind of, I want to say she ended up in the foster system. Her and her three siblings ended up in the foster system because the mother had a drug addict. The grandfather came along and he took the four of them out of the foster system. However, they a lot of he couldn't handle all of them, so his sister, which would be her grand aunt, took the brother and one of the other sisters, and the grandfather had her and her one sister. Well, I guess the mother tried before. Simone made it clear that she didn't want a relationship, but the mother is back in out here in the media talking about she wants a relationship, and she tried, and if hopefully Simone will will come around one day if she has any questions. She said her door's always open and she has his phone number, and I don't want anything, those famous words. And Simone has yet to respond. To Simone, her grandmother and her grandfather, that's mom and dad, okay? And she knows her other siblings. Well, in the meantime, apparently the mom had 4 other children. All right, now mind you, they're all from Ohio. They're all down in Columbus. But the mother had 4 other children, and apparently it was the same type of thing. Well, the one young girl comes out and she's like, I got my own problems with Simone, which it seems like she wanted a relationship, but Simone kind of wasn't having it. And she's out, I just wanted to defend my mother. She ain't trying to get nothing out of her. And, Simone don't want a relationship, and that's cool. But everybody, bashing my mom, saying that she wants a relationship, it needs to stop. And I'm just like, for me, I'm looking at this thing and it reminds me of one person who became great, and she was supposed to be the next Mary J. Blige. And that was goddamn Keisha Cole. And I wanted to talk about this because, I understand that things happen in life. But this thing where we keep saying life happens, okay, life happened to you. You became addicted to drugs. Well, life happened to her, and now she's an icon. Let that young girl be, because we saw, yeah, let that young girl be. And I hope that Simone Biles does keep her distance, because we saw what happened when Keisha Cole went and got Frankie and Neffy and them and had them around her. Next thing you know, her career plummeted. She was supposed to be the next Mary J. And I knew something was wrong when she went to that prison to visit Frankie. And Frankie said, "Yeah, I got a toothache. Just take them all out." I said, "Excuse me. You got one tooth that's hurting." She said, "No, just go on and take them all out." Well, she
Yeah.
ended up she ended up you know buying her mom and sister a house, and the dysfunction was just on full display. It actually overshadowed her talent, and I think that that was part of the reason why we don't hear much from Keisha Cole, was due to that. I think what she could have kept behind closed doors was on full display. And I think that that's the same thing here, man. We see this a lot when these people, when certain people crack off and get famous, man, out of nowhere, hey, man, I got answers to your questions. And it's like, motherfucker, I don't got no questions for you.
I know what the play was. You was
Right.
fucked up. You gave me up. That's cool. You did you. Let me do me, like you said.
Yeah.
And it's cool that Simone is keeping that wall up,
Yeah.
which is fine, because she's doing the same thing with that other girl that used to be on their team, that white chick who was saying all that fuck shit about Simone and the new crew, talk about they don't have the discipline and all the other shit. And then she
Right.
got the backlash from all the fans from Simone, and now she came out to about Simone, call off the dogs. Simone radio silence. She like,
Right.
ain't got nothing to do with me. You fucked around and you found out.
There you
That's what
go.
happens. Now we in this age of, not the beehive, but something similar came after old girl, and she's like, call them off, call them off. She's like, I got other shit to do. I ain't worried about your ass and what you going through. That's on you. You started. Now you got to finish it with
Right.
the mom or whatever. It's like, don't come out now. You could have made a phone call or a text saying you reaching out to me. You don't have to go online. You
Right.
ain't
How
got
was
to
you
do
going to
none of
say
that
that?
shit.
Right when
You
he
ain't got to
said
do
that you
none of
don't
that
want
shit.
anything,
Yeah, then stay
you do
offline.
want something, because you wouldn't have went to no media. You wouldn't have
Yeah.
made no
There
big
you
thing.
go.
If you wanted something from me, you would have seeked me. You
Hit
know
me
how to find
direct.
me. You got,
Yep.
your parents. You know where they stay.
There
Talk
you
to them
go.
so they can get with me, because that's who raised me and that's who I keep in touch with. But
Yep.
doing it like that, I wouldn't get in touch with you neither.
Yeah, and then you
You
got
or
the
your other kids. Like, we cool.
I'm
Like,
not taking
y'all,
yeah,
I
care of
hope
you.
y'all healthy. Y'all do your thing. Just because just because you blood don't make you family.
yeah. And I mean, she talking about,
Just means you related. That's all.
That
Don't make
part,
you family.
yeah, do you
right?
know? And she like, yeah, I would have liked to been at the wedding. No, this young girl is married. She's happy. Yeah, I
She
think
has
I
no
thought
family.
I think
Yeah.
that Twister shit was some bullshit. I think she was chasing after that dude. All of that shit about I didn't know where I was at in the sky. But she a
Yeah.
young girl. We give her that. But she's the greatest at what she does. Listen, motherfucker's the greatest. You know what I'm saying? And you don't get to be the greatest by entertaining everyone.
Hmm.
Either you keep no one, or you keep a very specific, very well thought out particular circle that's around you. You understand what I'm saying? This shit here, where look, this woman lived her life. She decided to use drugs. Okay, you were completely absolved of all responsibilities because of the choices you made. That's why people, I could be wrong. People say it's a disease. I don't believe that shit. I believe it was a bad choice. but you were absolved of all your responsibilities of this young lady. She became great without you. The people who made her great are the ones that get acknowledged. And now she has a husband. She's happy. You don't see her doing shit but smiling. Stay away from that because, as Miss Kiki said, there were back channels that you could have used. And it seems like you used those channels, and when they weren't effective, you tried to use the court of public opinion to shame her into getting some attention. Now, do not, Simone, if you listen to this, which I know you're not, but you might be 835. You know what I'm saying? Do not let your mother and sister Frankie and nephew you.
Period.
Hey, but she's not, as we can see, she don't entertain the bullshit.
Yeah,
you
don't
hear her
entertain
ever
that shit.
entertaining the bullshit. She's
You
like,
owe them
I
nothing.
let them do that. She could battle it out because her sister's saying, I'm tired of the media coming after. She ain't say Simone. She said the media. That's what you get when you fuck around with
your
the media.
mama.
You got somebody who
did
has
that to
time
herself.
to deal with you. Simone ain't got time to deal with you. She's not.
Yeah.
So it's the media, not Simone. Let's not mince words. That's what the sister said. I'm tired of the media coming after my mom as if she wants something. Then you deal with the media. Simone's gonna deal with those gold medals and her new marriage and her new life.
In the millions.
In the millions that's coming her way. So
And I'd have been pissed because
should be good. Should be good.
I've been pissed because of the picture right there. Like, don't put that in the media. What you got on? It looked like crackhead. It looked like crackhead apparel.
Who's wearing a smoke shirt in 2024?
He says a crackhead ponytail.
I'm done, man. That was classic. God, that was cold.
I just,
crackhead apparel.
I mean, look, man. And look, shout out to her. Shout out to the mother if she's gotten herself clean. She said,
right.
I'm an addict and I'll always be an addict. Okay, shout out to you for getting yourself clean. But my thing is, you had 8 opportunities to do the right thing, and you didn't. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else, somebody else took care of your responsibilities. You were free to live your life as you saw fit, and that's some bullshit to come out and think that somebody is obligated to give you an audience because they came from you, but you did nothing to nurture this person. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, no, let Simone, you just go ahead and backflip, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I said, blood does
I
not
can
make
guarantee you it's gonna be, if you give her a chance and you start putting money in her pockets, she's gonna always be an addict. Remember that.
Right. You don't want
she's doing the right thing. She's not entertaining anything. That's cool.
There we go. I just wanted to, I really want to talk about, I'm gonna get off it so we can finish up. I just really wanted to put that out there because it's not just uber famous people, man. This shit happens to regular people, man.
Everybody.
You blow, man, and here come motherfucker. Yeah, you blow, you become famous, you get that law degree, man. You anything, you become a firefighter and you start making some money. You do whatever. Next thing you know, here come people wiggling their way. Hey, you got 20. Man, no, pimpin'.
Man, ain't check on you, ain't call you, and then all of a sudden, can I borrow? Like what?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Close your eyes and tell me what you see.
Come on, man. People ain't even come around during the struggle. Yeah. So
that's what you get.
Yeah, shout out to you, Miss Simone, Miss Biles, the GOAT. You know what I'm saying?
And keep doing what you do, baby.
Oh, these female goats. We got her. We got. What's the big face, babe? You know what I'm saying? Serena. We got her sister Venus. We got what's my girl? What's my girl from Flint? T-Rex, Clarissa Shields. We got these female goats.
We was doing so good, man. We was doing good. God dang, the boat is sinking, man. Go, man.
The
go.
face.
Thank y'all for paving the way. Thank y'all for paving the way.
Somebody, you broke nigga. All you got is a nice haircut.
Said the girl from Flint, at least with the big face. What's her name?
At least the big face got 100 million. You right.
Yeah.
You right.
Bring us home, son. Bring us home.
Bring home. Ain't shit.
Oh.
Hey, bro.
Yeah. Tyreese explaining the situation of getting that
Sweet
extra money.
lady,
You know,
would you be my sweet love of a lifetime? I'll be there when you need me. Just calling, receive. Na, na, na.
yeah, he back. Yeah. Yeah, he back.
Y'all let me know.
Go ahead and get his Tyrese song, 'cause that's like my favorite Tyrese song. So I'll let you
No,
go
that
ahead and get
motherfucker is
that
the
off. That
shit.
shit, that motherfucker was slamming.
Right.
Like, can I just
Tyrese,
say one verse of my favorite? Because it's that song that I like was straight fucking. I love you, Tyrese.
Of course it was. Yeah.
So that wasn't his song, actually.
He redid it. It was on. What was that, Baby Boy?
Yeah, those guys, the actual guys that sang it came out and said, "Yeah, that wasn't
Transition.
Tyrese.
That
But that was the shit though."
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
But listen, man. So moms made me act like I had special needs, man.
increase that fund.
You go ahead, Mr. Ed Astaire. You got a story.
Yeah. Like I said,
yeah,
I
I
had
didn't know that.
people. People in the hood. Folks. I remember my dude said his mom, actually gave him a blunt and was like, "Yeah, smoke this or whatever," and then they're gonna have you take a test and all this stuff, and I need you to, react the way you wouldn't, a little bit slower than normal.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, she offered him, yeah, I get you, a triple fat goose, some Tims, and all that shit. We get our funds up, and that's what it was, man. It was, I hate it, but those are the scams that goes on in the inner city. For moms to increase those funds because ain't no child support coming in. And they living off the state. And once they go in and get their kids assessed and realize that they're below average as far as testing, they up that money. Like, oh, you need help, we need to get them in this program, that program, and that costs money. And they cut moms a check. And he laughed about it, like, yeah, moms made me at it. But that was just another hustle, which was a detriment, in the long run. And it was something that should probably never be repeated.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing about that you should be proud of. That's nowhere near a flex, but yet, it's not a badge of honor, coming from the hood. It was just one of those circumstances where the mother probably felt like, well, we could get a little extra. If I have you acting like you need to be on that short bus with the blackout windows.
Let me say this, man. I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? And you try not to judge certain things because
You're not in that situation.
right, and people are trying to figure out how to make ends meet. But at the same time, let me say this: this is where the actual genius of Dr. Umar comes in, because he talked about this in his book, the Psychoacademic Holocaust, where he said this is how they label a lot of these black boys who really don't have any issues.
Yep.
First of all, if these kids get that label put on them, one, it's hard to shake, but the mother gets a little bit of money, but the school also gets 3,000 extra. These schools, the public schools, get a certain amount of money for each kid, but for each kid with special needs, I think it's like an extra $3,000 to $6,000. And so they what they do is they say, hey, you'll get, let's say, an extra $1,000 a month because your child has special needs. You'll get $1,000 and he'll get services. But now your kid is fucking labeled, because once they're in there, it is extremely hard to get them out. You know what I'm saying? And so, while I understand you gotta do what you got to do to feed your children, and at the same time, man, it's something that's used to actually harm more than it is help. You know what
Yeah,
I
you don't
mean?
do that to the detriment of the placement of your child in the
There you
education
go.
system, because once they
Absolutely.
get in, like you said, it's hard to get out of those, special ed classes
Yeah.
into AP classes.
Yeah.
You got to work double. You can't miss a beat. To get out of those classes because they want to keep you in there. Like,
Let me say.
you
That
need to slow
explains some
down.
stuff.
Yeah.
Let me
Like
let me
DPPF, remember those classes?
Hmm.
let me just put this out here for anybody that's listening, man, who has kids, right? I know of a child, man, that turned 18 and can't get into the military because of that label. I had no clue about this until we were trying to, they were trying to figure out, hey, man, what are we going to do to get this? We got to figure out something for them. And when they looked, they found that you can't get into the military if you had an IEP within a certain amount of time, or if you had ADHD or something like that. So, these labels, man, they follow you. They follow you throughout your life, man. And, you're ultimately putting something on this child that years down the road, he's going to have to figure out himself. You know what I mean? How to get out of, so, yeah, man.
All just for a couple dollars, a couple extra
Yeah.
dollars, because
Yeah.
you didn't make what you was given stretch.
Yeah.
You want to go ahead and buck the system. At the same time, you handicapping your kid,
There you go.
little boy or girl.
Yeah.
Like, oh, just don't answer completely. Slow your answers down a little bit.
Mhm.
Act a little crazy. Don't respond when they talking to you. Look up at the ceiling when they talking to you. All
But
kind of gimmicks that they tell their kid to run on this, and they like checking this little thing off, not knowing, like you said, they fucking up their future.
Yeah, but let me just say this again. Like he was saying in his book, I know for a fact they target these black boys. Let me tell you something. I can remember being in elementary school, and I had a couple homies in the LD class. So, I would go down there when I go to the bathroom. And I come in there, I'm like, man, it's cool. They get to walk around all day, man. They sell erasers and pencils, colored pencils and shit. And I was like, man, y'all chilling in here. And the damn teacher go tell me, hey, you want to be in here? Just talk to your mom too. You could come be in this
See?
class. I went to my mother. I said, hey, mom, the teacher, I could go to the LD class too. She said, dumbass is fucking learning disabled. What the fuck? You ain't going there. Ain't nothing wrong with your dumbass. Here it is. I'm thinking because they chilling, they got this nice ass carpet with all these numbers and shit on it. They got all the good colored pencils and erasers and pencil sharpeners and shit. This at Mary Haddo, man. You know what I'm saying? This was at Mary Haddo Elementary, over there on the east side and shit. I'm talking about in Lincoln Nose, man. I'm like, shit, I want to be in this motherfucker. Y'all chilling. Y'all ain't doing nothing. Y'all come through twice a day selling.
Yeah,
Y'all ain't got no fucking
day.
books.
Yeah,
Right.
Gym all
Y'all
day.
got
I love this.
Yeah, man. But then, you know what I'm saying? Then I got to high school and I'm like, damn, why are all these kids down the hall over here? We ain't got
Yep.
wood shop. Why they in the wood shop? Why that's their classroom? We got old wood shop tools in there. They sell popcorn 2-3 times a day. I'm like, oh, this is the LD for the high school kids. You know what I'm saying? Learning disability. We was ignorant as kids. We used to call them little dummies. So, I didn't know no better. But yeah, they use that to target.
I'm
They
not
use it
laughing.
to. They use it to
Call them
target.
short bus.
Look
Short
at
bus.
Miss Kiki. Look at Miss Kiki. Look at Miss Kiki.
It's Kiki, like they almost got you. They almost.
Come motherfucker. But that's how they get you if you don't know, man. They play on your ignorance, man. They play on you being lazy, man. You can't. I'm saying that to try and teach, man. Dr. Aubrey, Ifatunde Johnson.
Oh man, what you got, fam?
I'm still tripping on singing. They got numbers on the floor. They got popcorn.
That's enticing. You don't see that shit in normal classroom.
Looking
No.
like a good
You
time.
don't see that shit.
You got
man.
that hard desk and shit.
Yeah. Them motherfuckers get to lay down all day. Yeah, they ain't got to do shit. Ain't no books in that room.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
There's a couple balls, a jump rope. Yeah, and blocks.
And a
Yeah.
nap. And a nap.
And nap. That's it. Somebody in there supervising. That's it.
I think for them loopholes to be in the system where somebody could just walk in and be like, yeah, my son retarded. Like that was in place for white people. And white people been doing this shit since, Social Security started. I don't know. I think it's cool they took advantage of the system like that. I don't know, man. It's like somebody's, like I used to have all these morals and shit, whereas like, hey, man, you can't do that. That's taking advantage of the system. And then, white dude was like, it's free money. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
So I don't know how I feel about it anymore.
But again, it follows that
detriment to
kid.
the kid. It follows the kid.
It follows them for the rest of their lives or whatever, because you always gonna be that kid who was in LD classes. Cats ain't gonna let you lay that down.
No.
You're always gonna be that kid. And that's where the shit gets a little tricky.
Mm-hmm. I still remember.
Hey, man, you bring that shit up when you see your LD friends?
I try not
Do
to.
you ever bring that up when you see your LD
Nah,
friends?
I try not to.
Nah, but I'm like this.
You don't want to get into it.
They
I
try
look
to
at
put
them
me.
like,
I gotta say this because they try to put me in DPPF classes because I used to fight at North all the time, and they told my mom that I had ADHD. Hey, mom, shout out to you for not doing this to me because they tried my mom, y'all. I was in DP. They put me in the classes for I think a couple of weeks. I was in there and I was walking down the hallway and they used to call it, they used to be like dumb people pushing furniture. And they used to, what I'm saying? That shit.
God, I told you how cruel kids are, man.
That
Them
shit was
motherfuckers will
amazing.
come up with some shit, man.
Man, listen.
and North was gladiator school.
Yeah.
North was gladiator school.
Yeah.
I went to North. That's it.
I got kicked out there and shit.
Yeah.
All right, family.
You got into a scrap at that motherfucker. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's been real in the motherfucker.
Sipping on Ed.
Yes, some petite
Cognac.
Syrah.
No, I'm playing.
Bargo family.
Yeah. Another red.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, family, again for another great session.
Yeah, man. It's good to be back.
Keep your kids off that short bus, and we're trying to get that extra couple dollars from the state. It ain't worth it, man.
And if you ain't heard from your crackhead relative since you've been a kid, don't pick that phone up and cuss the motherfucker out who gave him the number.
That
and
part.
If your child gonna wear a helmet, don't let them be a football player.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Good night. God. Hey, Kiki.
Peace.
Peace.
Hey, I love y'all, man. I got to get to work, man.
Yeah, I love you
All right,
too, man.
see y'all.
All right.
All right.